Hey guys, this is Gunjan Grover and today we will talk about SIP, that is Systematic Investment Planning. What exactly is SIP? What are its benefits? How is it different from SWP and STP? And which funds have given the best performance when invested through SIP? I'll explain it to you in simple words, but before that, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to grow. So let's begin by understanding what exactly is SIP. Systematic investment planning is a way of investing in the stock market. Through SIP, you can invest small amounts regularly in a mutual fund. You can choose any time interval, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annually, etc. SIP is best for investors who don't have the time to track the market or don't understand the markets well enough. The idea is to keep adding small amounts at regular intervals so that your wealth can compound in the long run. Now, why choose SIP and why not just invest lump sum amount? Well, you can invest either way. Each has its own advantages and disadvantages. You know, the biggest fear people have when it comes to investing in the stock market is, what if I invest today and the market crashes tomorrow? With SIP, you don't have to worry about the right time to invest in the stock market. Let's assume you have decided to invest 10,000 rupees every month. That means you will be investing at different levels of the market. At times the price will be high and at times the price will be low. So you will get an average price. That is called rupee cost averaging. Rupee cost averaging is an approach in which you invest a fixed amount of money at regular intervals. This in turn ensures that you buy more shares of an investment when the prices are low and less when they are high. This helps in averaging out the cost of the units and lessens the effect of the short-term market fluctuations. But if you have a bulk amount at your disposal, you have the time to track the market and you feel that the market is at a low point, then lump sum investing can be a better option. Investing lump sum in the increasing markets may give better returns than investing through SIP, but you need to be able to time the market well. Though this rationale might not work with debt funds as they are less volatile than the equity funds. Another benefit of SIP is compounding. I always say compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. The interest you get on your investment gets reinvested and that helps you multiply your money faster. For example, if you decide to invest 10,000 rupees every month, assuming the rate of interest is 10%, your invested amount of 12 lakh rupees will compound to 20,65,520 in 10 years. And rupees 18 lakh will compound to 41,79,243 in 15 years. Apart from this, SIP can be good for budding investors as it helps you inculcate financial discipline by developing the habit of saving, and it is extremely convenient as well as banks allow you to set up an automatic investment instruction at a frequency of your choice. Now, how is SIP different from SWP and STP? SWP is Systematic Withdrawal Plan. It allows you to withdraw any amount of money from a mutual fund in which you have invested whenever you want. You can withdraw lump sum or you can set an amount you'll withdraw regularly. And you can also set the frequency at which you will withdraw. Funds are generally withdrawn to invest in other funds or for meeting personal expenses. SWP is helpful for those investors who require liquidity or for retirees looking for a fixed flow of income. Now let's talk about STP. STP is Systematic Transfer Plan. It is an automated way of moving or transferring money from one mutual fund to the another of the same AMC or asset management company. It is a plan in which investors give a mandate to the fund to periodically transfer a certain amount of money from one scheme to the other. Hence, STP can be thought of as a SIP, except rather than transferring money from your bank account to the mutual fund, you transfer that money from one mutual fund to the another. STP helps investors to rebalance their portfolios. For example, transferring funds from a debt fund to an equity fund can diversify your portfolio. Since the transfer is periodic, it also helps in rupee cost averaging. So in SIP, you invest periodically. In SWP, you withdraw periodically. And in STP, you can transfer periodically. You can invest in any mutual fund through SIP. Now let's look at the top 5 funds that gave the best returns when invested through SIP. If you invested rupees 10,000 every month for 5 years, then your invested amount of rupees 6 lakhs would be rupees 9.54 lakhs in Canara Robeco Blue Chip Fund. It also has a low expense ratio. That amount would be 9.82 lakh rupees in UTI FlexiCap Fund, although it has a high expense ratio of 1.22. In 5 years, the invested amount of 6 lakh rupees would be 10.3 lakhs in Mirae Asset Emerging Blue Chip Fund, 10.49 lakhs in Parag Parekh FlexiCap Fund, and it would be the highest 12.11 lakhs in Quant Active Fund. It has an expense ratio of 0.57%, which is decent. Hope all this information helps you with your investing needs. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Grow. I just want to reiterate, we don't recommend buying or selling any stock or fund. All of this is just for educational purposes. On that note, here's me Gunjan signing off. Bye-bye. Take care, keep calm and invest on.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Please read the risk disclosure documents carefully before investing in equity shares, derivatives, mutual fund, and or other instruments traded on the stock exchanges.